Sonic the Hedgehog, he likes to... hold on. Sonic the Hedgehog...
No, please. Hold on a second. I want to make this a viewer challenge. Everybody out there, finish that sentence. Sonic the Hedgehog, he likes to what?
Yes.
Please,
yes.
I implore you, fill in that blank. I would love to see what you all come up with.
Finish Drawman sentence.
Wait a minute. Are these guys what I think? Wait. You!
That... I've seen him before, but I don't know who he is. Is he like a mongoose or something?
Just look it up. You made me look something up. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Oh man, turnabout is such fair play.
That... Well... Aha, so those guys just straight up kill you if you jump into them. Okay, good to know. Also, I noticed how I haven't been getting any 1-ups so far. Probably because I've been losing my rings left and right, so, maybe this is the point in the game where you start realizing how utterly bad I am at Sonic games. Wait a minute. Oh, it's back here. Okay. Do you know how to make simple jumps? Take the idiot test to prove if you can. I love how they do that at the beginning of the stage, too. It's just, you know, just a quick refresher course. Make sure you understand the basic concept of how Sonic works in the first place.
Sonic is basically physics. Like a friend of mine, I remember when I was back in college, a friend of mine just came to the room.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was, too. If you run into the front of those guys, they bounce you back.
Ah.
Even makes the old school ding sound effect.
Oh gosh, just so many days of running into that for the fun of it. Just giving, hey, Mighty the Armadillo.
Yeah, you got it.
Looking
So this is
up.
where he's hanging out, I take it. Huh.
Well,
Interesting that they brought that guy back, and in a way that actually makes sense. It's unobtrusive, too. Oh, that's what those guys do. They're basically giant spike guys. Alright.
You know, I just love the audacity of Robotnik's. Just his badniks just being arbitrarily assigned a purpose where it's like, I'll build this ball bug to counter Sonic's spin dash. Okay, that makes sense. I'll build these bees to shoot at him from the sky. That also makes sense. I'll even build these SWAT bots to patrol the cities I have built. Oh, that's a good idea. And I will build these stationary ice cream cones that'll just poke down every so often. Maybe
well, it's a tight corridor. I mean, if he just happens to walk past... Whoa! Back that up for a second. What was that?
What's going on? Whoa!
It's like a super...
Spin!
I want that 1-up! There we go. That makes up for the life I lost a little earlier. Somewhat. Oh, and I took the high path for once. What the?
Time to contemplate.
What? Okay, I'm not crazy, right? You just saw that?
It kind of skipped on my end. Was it the super spin dash again?
It was me running on the ceiling, actually, in a place where there was no upwards ramp to... Oops. Oops. Double oops! Well, you know what? Let's just go all the way down through the stage. That's nice. That's fine. All that work I made climbing up to the top of this place? No, invalidated in just a second.
Well, you know what they say. What goes up is gonna explode.
That's no good.
Oh, I wanted to say it. You know what? No, actually, you know what? Speaking of Sonic Adventures, I mean Sonic the cartoon, not the awesome video game. Remember Captain Rescue?
I don't, actually.
There was an episode of the Sonic cartoon where, you know, the one where he goes, "That's no good," at the end of each episode with the Sonic Says PSA messages.
Oh, and I remember the Sonic Says sequences, but I don't remember, what's his name again? I've already forgotten.
Exactly, so the cartoon Sonic the Hedgehog was basically just, you know, a maddening mismatch or whatever, but at one point, Sonic and Tails encounter a superhero-themed raccoon named Captain Rescue. He had no powers, but he had a bunch of gadgets, and he was kind of bad at his job. And Sonic just chews him out, saying, "You suck." And so it sends Captain Rescue into an existential crisis. And Tails is like, "Oh, Captain Rescue, you're good. I know you'll save me, and then everything will be good. You think so, Tails? I know so. Yeah." And since then, I don't know. Everyone kind of remembers him because of YouTube poop, and that's the only reason why I remember him, which proves
The only
point.
reason anybody remembers that cartoon at all is because of YouTube poop. I think because guys like Walrus Guy came forward and did things about the CDI games and about those old, I think it was Crest that gave him trouble. Did a copyright claim on one of his videos way back in the day.
Oh God, we're still on. Are we on Angel Island?
No, we're not on Angel Island. I assume this is a totally different place, because we didn't land on the island. The plane crashed, if you saw, so...
You know, once again... Oh yeah, you know, we were probably in a forest that was still being industrialized by Robotnik.
Oh, so this is the wood processing factory?
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah, look at those big engine pistons in the background. Those big engine pistons in the background, and those giant molten cheese balls.
God, now I know why everybody talked about this game like it was the best thing to ever happen. This is fantastic. This is absolutely wonderful. I love everything about this game. It is produced incredibly well for a fan game.
Exactly.
Oh!
And the fact that they're using all of these characters.
Well, just the one. I doubt they're gonna bring back any of the more obscure ones. Like, if I see Madonna at some point, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
If I see Blaze the Cat, I'm gonna lose my shit. She was the only good thing to come out of Sonic 06.
Well, technically she started off in the Sonic... What were they? The Rush games? She also made a cameo appearance in Sonic Rush. Yeah, she was in 2 of the mobile games.
Oh, okay. I need to see those then, because...
Sorry, not mobile games, handheld games. I get the 2 mixed up sometimes.
Yeah, oh... Handheld... Handheld was back in the day when you needed batteries and no internet connection. I probably just blew the minds of several people right now.
You know what? You laugh, but I actually remember an era before the internet. Back in my day, we had to go outside to entertain ourselves. What do you think of that? Probably not much. You're probably thoroughly unimpressed.
It's like, I can go outside too. And watch me open this door. The sunlight really burns.
Mighty's good people. I think this might be his forest, wherever he hangs out, because... Oh! Can I pull it off this time? Woohoo! All I needed was a second chance. Of which I'm not going to get another one if I don't watch my step around this lava. Or
just
molten
a shot
metal.
In the dark.
Oh! I wanted to spin dash to get past those things, but they thought of that. I gotta remember those guys don't fire off immediately, so I could technically run. Now watch, that's the only time they did that too, so every point from here on out, it would have been more beneficial for me to spin dash past them. Where am I now? Oh. Okay, we're good. Everything isn't totally broken yet. There we go. We got our fire shield back. Everything is to... Oh, and it protects you from lava. Okay. I got worried there for a second. I had a mini heart attack. Oh, but that also... I was about to say, that also means if we lose it, things are going to be a little bit more difficult from here on out. There we go, hit that checkpoint. Don't skip that. God knows I'm going to die again and screw everything up. Oh, here we go, we're out of the factory. And now we're in a sort of Planet Wisp area where it's halfway. And now we're playing Donkey Kong Country. Alright, cool.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back.
Hi, Drawman's family. Look at this. we're just straight up playing Donkey Kong Country. Which again, making another reference to a Nintendo game, considering the influence here, makes perfect sense, but still.
Not just a Nintendo game, a Rare game.
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
were you expecting me to acknowledge that one?
No. This is a segue into one of Drawman's magical ideas. What if Sonic... What if, like, Banjo-Kazooie, just to go full-on reference here, you know, because we referenced the Nintendo and a Rare game with Donkey Kong Country, so why don't we go with a full Rare reference and have Tails carry Sonic around like Kazooie carries Banjo?
Technically, you could do that in some of the games, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can actually... Oh, I see the problem in this stage. These lights aren't just for show. Because if I stand here for a second, watch this. The train is coming. These rails are what they run on, too.
Oh, hell yeah!
I guess we're not the fastest thing alive anymore. Well, technically, the trains aren't alive. This isn't Thomas the Tank Engine. You know what I mean.
Oh, I love Thomas. Thomas is so cool. I
wonder what would happen if you remix the Thomas the Tank Engine theme with... I know there's a life up... Whoa. I know the train's coming. I know it's coming. There we go. Okay, now I'm free to go get that. Alright, get the hell out of Dodge!
It's like, curse you, Japan, and your engineering better modes of transportation besides human feet. Like, have you seen the Age of Ultron movie?
I have, actually. I got to see that with my sister the other day. She invited me with a bunch of her friends.
Yay! Okay, so this isn't a spoiler, but there's a scene where there's a fight happening next to a moving train, and I almost got up out of my seat saying, "Thomas, save us!"
Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Thought the train was gonna nail me back there. I don't know if that would just hurt you, or if it's an insta-kill, and quite frankly, I'm not keen to find out. The trains kind of have a face, too. Hold on, let me sit back for a second. Let me sit back for a second and show that to you. They totally have a face on the front of them. Oh my goodness. Bow, 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 bow. Do, 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 do.
You have no idea how happy I am now.
You know what? No. You know what I need to be singing in response to that?
What's that?
It's a shining time station where dreams can
come true.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm not the only person who remembers that show. That makes me very, very happy.
Schemer was my favorite character on that show.
I remember like one episode in glaring detail. It's the one with the evil conductor. And he has to figure out which one is the real one.
Yes. Oh god. Yeah, it was Shining Time Station that got me into Thomas. You see, the funny part is my older cousin introduced to me, and she was watching it because George Carlin played Mr. Conductor, and she had seen his stand-up prior too. So she was just taken aback by how surreal this whole situation is.
Well, not only does it hit me, it sends me flying backwards.
Oh,
so it's basically an anti-progression tool. Although I am glad it doesn't just straight up kill me, because I would have looked really stupid there. And this is different from what I usually do. How?
You know, it is hilarious that a train is one of the only things that's not killing Sonic in one hit.
How so?
Well, think about it. You know, a lot of these things that he's encountering just kind of bump into him, or kind of just slap him and he just goes down. But a train, you know, a literal death machine, does not kill him.
Because video games. We've established this. Alright, so everything above the rail is the dead zone I gotta watch out for. Got it. So I'm okay down here. Of course, this guy's gonna push me around for a little bit. I don't put up with bullies anymore. You can't just push me around like that.
That's no good.
Hey kids, if somebody's picking on you, here's what you gotta do. One.
Get a gun.
Please don't. No, absolutely not.
Seriously, kids, don't do that.
Ah!
No.
This is one of those situations in a video game where you go, no, 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 no.
You're going off the rails on a crazy train.
I walked out of all of this with a net positive on my lives, though. That's impressive. At least by my standards, anyway.
We never profit.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything about this, about me oh, it's not a face. It's a face that's attached to something else. Well, the dream was alive for a little while.
No, the dream is still real. I am still in my Thomas euphoria. You know they're making a new movie?
Really?
Yeah.
So, whoa, what hit me?
Damn it, Robotnik, stop ruining the train feel.
I see what he did. Okay, I understand what's going on here now.
But,
there's a rhythm to this. I get it. So if I hit him too early or too late. Nice, okay, this isn't so bad. I'm also really glad that I don't have to deal with there being pits in between every train car. That would be awful. That would make this stage virtually unplayable.
Oh, yes. But, oh yeah, the Thomas movie. Yeah, so here's a little background. So, did you know Thomas is based on a book series called the Railway series?
I did, actually.
Yes, yeah, I'm so happy! And in this series, it's basically Thomas takes place in our world, it's just that the trains talk.
Okay.
But also the books got much darker than what the televised series did. In the sense that while in the television series, it's very evident that the locomotives fear the idea of being scrapped. In books, you actually see what a scrapyard looks like, and it's dark. Like they're all rusted. The locomotives are all rusted. They look miserable, and one of them has a guy with a torch right in front of him, and he just looks scared for his life.
Huh.
Like,
wow.
It is much heavier than what you... It is really super heavy.
Interesting.
Then there's a lot of engines say, yeah, this... Their stories with locomotives go, yeah, don't end up like this guy. Oh, what happened about this guy? Well, he was an asshole, and then he rolled down a hill, and we just kind of left him in a shed to rust to his death.
Wow! Really?
Yeah! Then there's another story where there's a locomotive called 16, and he's kind of a jerk, and so he disobeys the rules, and so they just leave him in a shed. And then one day, a repairman comes in and he says, "Okay, we need spare parts. Start taking parts from him." And 16 is like, "What? No!" And it's like, yeah. So we took spare parts from him, and he learned his lesson. After that, he's rebuilt now. But boy, did he learn his lesson. He was basically in hell for a while.
Huh. Oh my goodness. Speaking of people being in hell for a little while.
Mighty the Armadillo's back from limbo. Oh, look at him. He doesn't care. He's like, whatever.
Ah, and Sonic's like, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna bring us to the end
that's
of that
what I
level.
always pictured Knuckles.
And apparently we just walked into Disco World. Find out what'll burn, baby, burn, on the next episode of Team Pizza Plays. Oh, in case you didn't know, we need to go this way.
No, we don't. Let's go always go the other way, kids.
Alright, let's see what's back here on the next episode. Absolutely nothing.